Very cool. Very cool. We're going to bring up our first open mic artist here in a little bit. Is she ready? Where is she? Somebody, Desmeen, are you anywhere? All right, I'm going to fill space, and maybe Lily, if she's hanging around, you can put a hook on her and get Desmeen up here. But I want to let rip with a little something that speaks to what this whole open mic thing is about, at least for me and hopefully for many of you. I believe Chris Curiel is going to join me here in a little bit.
Yes!
You ever feel that tension of the pulled back spring, the little stopper that you've got on the back of the pinball machine being pulled back to just the right distance, and then with just a slight turn of the wrist you let that thing fly and it smacks into that silver ball and sends it spinning up and around and down into the maelstrom of all those buzzers and bells and little holes and little stoppers and bumpers and pushers and jumpers. Do you know what that's like? Don't you feel that way sometimes when you have to get your ass out of bed on a Monday morning? Pull back that stopper on the spring and let it fly and propel you into another workaday, mundane, monotonous maelstrom. Yeah, well, I feel that way too. I feel that way too. I feel like the hole, not the ball, but the hole. The little hole that the ball is supposed to fall into while we whip up 50,000 points up there on the scoreboard. I would expect that ball to stay there as long as possible, but before you know it, something just pops it out and off it goes to hit another bumper, and then off of that one to another bumper, and the points are not going up, and you standing down there waiting to hit that flipper so you can keep yourself in play. Don't you feel that way? I do. I do. It's a pinball existence. Trying to roll up points. Roll up points for who? Who gets those points? I'm not getting points. All I'm getting is jumped around from one hole to the next, bounced off from one bumper to the next. And then I come to places like this. There's no spring. You pull back that stopper and it just stays there. And the ball just rests there in the little channel. It's not going to go anywhere until somebody starts to speak. We all walk into places like this on a Wednesday night with a hole. You know, you feel that hole inside. There's an empty place and you got to fill it with something. And it's easy enough to fill it with a little alcohol, or maybe you like to smoke a little something, be it tobacco or other substances. Maybe you like to hit a line or pop a pill or whatever it might be, just to put yourself into another place, but that doesn't quite fill it. Doesn't quite fill it. You got to fill it with words. You know the little story in the beginning? There was a word spoken. And then somebody has the audacity to tell us that we shouldn't try to speak the same words and try to create something out of nothing with our words. And yet we can come to a place like this, and that's exactly what we do. We are creators, demigods, addicts of poetry. We all got a hole. Everyone, do you got that hole? Let me see the hands of those who got the hole. Yes. And you know what that makes us? That makes us holy. Absolutely holy. That's what we are. That's what we are. And so I want to bring up our next poet. We're going to start the open mic free-form round. Did we lose her again? She was here. I saw her walk by. Desmeen, am I going to have to ramble some more? Evidently. Oh, thank you. I see someone running to the door. So we're going to bring up Desmeen Statham. We've got a whole other list of people on. There she is. We found her. There she is. How many people we got on? So we got 15 poets who want to come up and help fill the hole for us tonight. And one of the first ones to get us started is one of my favorites. She's a local Dallas poet. And if you will come around here first Wednesday next month, you're going to see Desmeen Statham with another favorite Mad Swirl friend of ours, Chris Zimmerly. And the two of them swirl up the craziest improv riffs that you have ever heard. It's nothing that they ever write down. They just let it go. It'll be a really great show. You got to come next month, but for now, let's get a little taste of what it will be like. Let's welcome Desmeen.